New tonight in one of the only TV interviews she is giving, the mother of a Mays County teen found burned in a stranger's SUV near Tahlequah earlier this month says she may never fully understand what happened to her son. And now she's focusing on getting justice for him. Fox 23's Rick Marinon joins us live. He talked to Braden Collins' mother today after receiving confirmation yesterday that her son had in fact been killed. Rick.
Shay, I've been doing this for more than 10 years now, and I can tell you that when I speak with many crime victims and their families, they have an idea of how everything played out. In the case of Braden Collins' family, they don't know if they will ever be able to get 100% of the details of what happened that night.
I have 3 more kids. I have to stay strong and do my best to stay sane for them.
For Jenny Bump, the struggle between what she knew in her head and what she felt in her heart came to a sudden end Wednesday afternoon. That's when she received confirmation from the state medical examiner's office that they had her son's remains.
Just getting that call is probably the hardest thing I've ever in my whole entire life gotten.
When I first met her, days after her son disappeared in early July, Jenny told me she was not going to talk about her son Braden in the past tense, because she was holding out hope that the suspicions of law enforcement and the DNA of the body found in the Woodall area of Cherokee County would turn out to be someone else. But this week, hope turned into heartbreak as they confirmed her worst fears.
My last conversation with them was, I love you. I love you too.
So far, the details into what happened to Braden Collins in his final hours are few. Kaya John Pritchett and Bradley Davis are prime suspects in his killing. They are currently jailed on unrelated charges. The Cherokee County Sheriff tells Fox 23 they can find no connection between the men and Collins, and Mom says she's never seen these men before in her life.
He went out to parties. I'm not going to tell you all. I'm not going to say he didn't go to a party. It's just everything about it. He didn't go places alone. So why he ended up in Tahlequah alone I can't wrap my head around it.
Jenny and her family have all come down here to Black Valley Road just southwest of Tahlequah, and they've walked the entire distance trying to find any answers as to what happened to Braden that night. But the only thing they keep coming up with are more questions of how and why. Law enforcement says Braden was at a party in Cherokee County on the night he disappeared. He was in a car crash. After calling for help, he never made it to the gas station where he said he would be. Between the call and how he would be found in a burned SUV belonging to someone else is still a mystery.
I want them to know that he really was a good kid.
He was loved.
Very, very loved.
Jenny now permanently carries reminders of her son's signature and a message she found in an old greeting card. She shared photos of her son from just hours after he was born to those taken just weeks before he died. Jenny says she will carry this loss with her, both on her body and in her heart, for the rest of her life.
And he was funny. He was so funny. And he knew he had me wrapped around his finger. Like, I love all my children. You know, there's nothing I wouldn't do for any of them. That boy had a special place, though, and he knew it. And he knew if he wanted anything, I would do it. I would figure it out.
The Cherokee County Sheriff's Office is still asking anybody who may have seen even anything that night to come forward with any information as they try to piece together what all happened. As for Braden's family, we are told they are all preparing for the trials to happen against the suspects so they hopefully can get some justice and some closure in all of this. Live covering news that matters, I'm Rick Marinon on Fox 23 News.